important key to creating that leverage off the pick and roll is for me as the ball handler to go as tight to my screen as possible.
Well, I guess the music's not coming out right today. I don't know what's wrong with that. Let me try something else. Could be my computer is just moving extremely slow for me this morning. I don't know why, but it's one of those things. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Early Morning Crypto Talk. Bitcoin Brandon here from Los Angeles, California.
I don't know why, but it's one of those
I'm hearing my own voice.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Early Morning.
Today is Thursday. Wow, this week went by pretty fast. Thursday already. And I gotta have my music, so let me pull it up on my other phone, man.
You know who loves you more than anyone else? Credit card company. You need to buy something? Credit card.
There we go. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you are listening in from, how cold it is where you are as well. Go ahead and add that little tidbit in there too. I am listening in from Los Angeles, California. I think the high is going to be 65 degrees today and rainy. So for us, that's winter. I saw a video of Chicago. It looked like Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. You know what I'm talking about. But the lake, not only was it frozen, there was steam coming off of it because the air is colder than the water. What? And I'm supposed to go out there next month? 48 degrees. Are you in Dallas, Bouger? I never know where you're at. You might be in Atlanta. You might be in Houston. You might be in Chicago. What's up, Jamarge? Shane West in Chicago. Bethany Gibbs, Seattle. Patty Moore, the Big Island of Hawaii. Court Gomes. Cynthia from Phoenix. Tony Pinkston from Philly. Jamarge in London, England. Nafula, Charlotte, North Carolina, 36 degrees. The Hudson River is frozen over, huh? Snowboarding weather, Shane, what? No, it's called I'm not leaving my house weather. I need to move out west weather. I need to get on a cruise, go down to Jamaica weather. 54 in Florida. All right, as a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestion, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. There are 4 rules I live by in the crypto space to have success. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, Always get your return on investment back as fast as possible. And rule number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What are you willing to do to make it happen? Make a decision, find a vehicle, KGX, stay focused, go to work, and don't get distracted. Water your grass. Now, this is not going to guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most that we can ask for. All right, so let's go ahead and kick things off here. Let me screen share. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on the YouTube channel. All right, so what's going on with the markets today since the last 24 hours? I see total market cap, $113 billion. It has dropped about $1.5 billion in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin market cap, 53.3%. So that's kind of remained the same. So that loss came in the altcoins. Ripple, it was up, 9, 10% yesterday. It's now down 3%. Lost 2 cents. It was at 32 cents. Ethereum, EOS, Bitcoin Cash. So the top 10 coins, not too bad. Almost flatline, but a little on the downturn. Best performers, Bytum, Electronium, 2.88. Ravane, Stasis, let's see, Aurora. Nothing major of the top coin. Worst performers, Pundi X. Then they were one of the best performers yesterday, so that had a quick, sharp drop. Negative 15%. The Zilliqua, Icon, Theme. All right, let's take a look at the news. This is interesting. This is why we talk very big about education. Why education is so important. And in our education, we talk about security. You know, this is a hacker's dream right now, heyday for them, because it's much easier to steal directly from you than to steal from a bank. You are your banks. You are responsible for your security. That's also why I did the special crypto live in our KGX community group yesterday. So you guys know, as you start to get your green coins and it goes on, this starts being listed on the exchange, you know what to do. I already know the nightmare scenario that's going to happen for some people. I can already predict it. And those people are not listening to me right now. They're not plugging in. I'll hear from them when something happens, and then all of a sudden they'll start screaming bloody murder that nobody told them. But you are responsible for your coins, your wallet, what you do. Speaking of, now that we actually have historical data, since, like I'm talking about green, yesterday, I think it did about 8,030 coins for the day. That ain't bad. You know, at a 2-cent valuation, that's $160 for the day. If it averages that, that's $4,800 a month. One machine. I'm just saying, you know. I'm not making the number up. All right. $1.7 billion worth of crypto stolen in 2018. $950 million from immature exchanges and wallets. That's one of the key things. Never leave your coins on an exchange like you're using it as a wallet. You only put coins on an exchange that you're about to buy and sell, and then you move them off. That's it. I only leave coins on the exchange that I'm trading with, not as a store to hold my coins. During all of 2018, a whopping $1.7 billion worth of crypto was reportedly stolen. These funds come from a wide variety of sources: custodial services such as wallets, cryptocurrency exchanges, as well as ICO exit scams. That was still going on in 2018, really? That was really big 2017. Cryptocurrency thieves may not be able to launder their stolen funds. Furthermore, this amount is a substantial increase from 2017. Nevertheless, the increased awareness and understanding of cryptocurrencies during 2018, I love that. Didn't I say that last year? Increased awareness and understanding. That's what KGX is all about, bringing about crypto awareness. Will be the reason for this uptick in cryptocurrency theft. However, the fourth quarter CipherTrace cryptocurrency anti-money laundering report has recently indicated that the thieves will run into some problems. Namely, this relates to how they intend to launder the stolen funds. Moreover, international regulations will get noticeably stiffer later in the year. This will also make it harder to launder cryptocurrency, meaning that cryptocurrency thieves may, in fact, get a serving of some poetic justice. In other words, here's what they mean. All wallets are public. Even though the funds have been stolen, they know exactly where they are. Every single one of you can go and look at the wallet that has all the stolen funds in it. So every time that wallet moves money, wherever they move it to is also public. So you can keep track. You just don't know who it is until, the Chainalysis or the IRS or the feds are able to start connecting the dots on who owns what wallet. Wait till it hits a wallet that has been identified. Then they know exactly who you are. Or that wallet decides to move money off the wallet to a physical bank or something. They know who you are. The only way around that right now is to, this is going to get complicated, split all that money up in like 100 different wallets, move it around over and over and over and over again to a whole bunch of different wallets, trade it in or sell for Monero, wash it all up through Monero, and then move it out of Monero to different wallets. And those coins can't be traced. And then sell from the Monero back into Bitcoin or whatever to pull it out. But that is very, very complicated to do. Now, I don't put it beyond a hacker to figure that out, but now they're being watched. Nonetheless, the mere fact that nearly $2 billion worth of crypto was stolen in 2018 should be alarming. According to Dave Jevons, the CEO of CipherTrace and the co-chair of the cryptocurrency working group at apwg.org, this was largely the result of the cryptocurrency sector's young age. Yeah, of course. We're still brand new. This is the internet, 1993. 950 million of the stolen funds taken from immature platforms. In fact, out of the funds stolen in 2018, more than 950 million came from custodial services and cryptocurrency exchanges. This represents a 3.6x increase from during 2017. According to Jevons, many exchanges have only been operational for 2 years or less. They have not invested in the security technologies and practices needed to safeguard IT systems, employees, and critical data. He then went on to criticize the practices of some cryptocurrency firms, which seemingly neglect to implement proper security features on their platforms. Here's another hint, guys. If you're going to invest in anything, one of the first questions you should always bring up, it should always be there, is always ask about security. Don't be ashamed or embarrassed to. Always ask about security. These cryptocurrency companies are at risk of having a simple file of cryptographic private keys stolen that can give the hackers 30 to 500 million in profit. Yet these companies are immature in their security team funding, training, and implementation. The main hurdle to clear in creating secure cryptocurrency platforms seems to be raising sufficient security infrastructure investment and education. Put simply, Jevons argues that companies seemingly don't know better when it comes to implementing sufficient security measures. Nevertheless, the third quarter of 2019 will see a new wave of anti-money laundering and counterfeiting terrorism regulations come into effect. Specifically, these come as part of new international standards determined by the Financial Action Task Force. Jevons also noted that this will likely mean that criminals will increasingly be detected and rejected at compliant companies as regulations are enforced. This will force cyber criminals into the darker alleys of the internet and the cryptocurrency ecosystem. I mean, as much as I love technology, I love the advancement of it, there always comes, the predators that take advantage of it to use it for something bad, nefarious, evil. And here's the thing, guys. If it can be used for evil, it will be used for evil. I don't trust it all that too much, as much as I love it. I was in Seattle, for example, and I've learned, that was my first time in Seattle. The city reminded me of San Francisco in look and cost, expensive as hell, but everything's more tech savvy. I never saw so many Priuses, Teslas, and Kias in my life. That's all I saw. I never saw so many charging stations. That's Seattle for you. And the hotels were all, well, I was only in one, but it was like state of the art, all check-in and everything was all automatic and technological. And then your room was smart connected. Like every room had, was it not Siri? Was it Siri or Ask Alexa? It was Alexa. And you could do everything from that Alexa. You know what I did? First thing I did when I went in there, I unplugged it. What? Hey, just call me paranoid. But I don't want nobody all of a sudden that can turn it on and listening to me in the middle of the night, watching me. See, I know what other things can be used for smart TVs and devices like that. So yeah, I unplugged it. I got this little, when I was at a Bitcoin Expo, this cool little slider that you can place instead of putting tape on your laptop to block the camera. It's a little slider that you can move and close it up, so they know it can't be remotely turned on and without you knowing somebody's watching you. So I'm getting a little paranoid on that sense, only because I am very, very security minded when it comes to this stuff. I know what this stuff can be used for, and that it will be used for whenever they want to. Anyways, can't stop the growth of technology. All we can do is learn how to work with it and in our best interest. Talk about Binance. The world's largest crypto exchange will let you buy Bitcoin with credit cards. Bitcoin with credit cards. Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange by daily trading volume, enabled credit card payments on its platform to allow users to purchase Bitcoin and other major crypto assets using Visa and MasterCard. Okay, I got a question with that. Maybe I just haven't heard the latest, but in 2017, credit card companies would not let you buy crypto. Now, you're not buying something that is not considered, money and putting it on credit, because we don't think you're going to be able to pay it back if it crashes. So this is interesting that Visa and MasterCard is now allowing this. The integration of credit card payments into the Binance trading platform comes after Binance CEO emphasized the importance of fiat on-ramps in increasing the mainstream adoption of cryptocurrencies. I agree with that. Why credit card payments are crucial on Binance. Earlier this month, in an interview with Box Mining at the Binance Blockchain Week conference in Singapore, said that it is important to strengthen the infrastructure that supports fiat to crypto trades. Most of the money, especially in traditional markets, remain in fiat for the long-term growth of crypto. CZ explained that more fiat on-ramps will have to be introduced to expose cryptocurrencies as an asset class to a wide range of investors. I agree, but there's another way around this. Let's skip the whole credit cards. We got to be like Asia. We're already in a cashless society. Use something that everybody has. And as that, you're not going to ruin your credit with. Your smartphone. Everything you do, all payments is going to be done through your smartphone in the future. Mark my words. There's already apps that allow you to do this. There's new blockchain smartphones that's coming out, crypto phones and all that stuff. That all you got to do is wave it at Starbucks and it charges you. You're going to start seeing grocery stores and convenience stores where there's no checkout line. It's a beacon technology. The moment you walk into the store, it activates the app on your phone. So anytime you pull something off the shelf, the moment you walk out of the store, your phone is actually automatically charged. Yeah, they already got some of those things out right now. And this is going to happen fast. A large majority of the world is already doing it. We're just not doing it in America yet. But we are by far not the most populous country in the world. What, almost 400 million of us? Over 1 billion in China, 1 billion in India. We're behind, actually. We just don't know it because we don't travel. So far, the Jersey market is overwhelmed with demand. That shows there's plenty of demand right there. Right now, the way I view it is that most of the money is still in fiat. It's still much larger than the crypto market cap. So we need to get fiat coming in. On the other side of it, we are working on the decentralized exchange, so the Binance DEX will come out soon. You know what we did? We sent over to Dr. Lewis a PundiX POS system, point of sale system that accepts credit cards and Bitcoin, buy and sell Bitcoin and stuff. The first thing they said was, how can we get more of this stuff? How can we get more of it? It's technology, man. Less than 2 weeks since the launch of Binance Jersey through a processing company called Simplex, Binance officially enabled credit card purchases of cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. An official statement, CZ stated, we want to provide Binance traders with fast and easy access to crypto in the most secure way possible. So partnering with Simplex allows us to instantly bridge the gap between credit card payments and crypto for traders globally. On Binance.com, you can now buy crypto with credit cards and start trading in minutes. So now you don't have to wait, like if you went to Coinbase or whatever to buy your coins, wait for that to get verified, and then move it to the Binance exchange. Now you can just buy it straight from the exchange itself. I see some security problems there, but hey, I like it. Speaking to CCN in an exclusive interview, CCN said that Binance is consistently exploring more ways to introduce fiat on-ramps globally. Credit cards still remain as the dominant payment option for billions of users. And CZ said Binance will continue to add more options in the long run. Previously, CZ said the company is working toward launching 5 to 10 fiat to crypto exchanges in 2019. The more ways we can offer people to buy crypto, the better. Credit card is a major method for payment. We are happy to finally make this available to our community. We will continue to work hard to add more options over time. You know what? Since we already live in a credit society, you've heard me tell my story how I flipped $30 into six figures. So people that have no resources, no money, imagine you use a credit card by using somebody else's money and you flip that into a positive cash flow in crypto and you never came out of the pocket for a dime. Now, before anybody starts to do that because they see something advertised on Facebook and everybody's getting rich and you got to jump on board too and you don't have no money, so you decide, I guess I'll use Binance credit card. No. You got to have some education first to know what you're doing, to do it wisely so you don't end up getting stuck. Got to be smart about this. In early January, merely hours after the Binance team announced the launch of Binance Jersey, CZ revealed that the demand for the newly established exchange was overwhelming. So they're coming out with exchanges based on location. Binance Jersey. Until Binance expanded to Europe, there were only a handful of major cryptocurrency exchanges operating in the region. Europe only accounts for 3.6% of the global Bitcoin volume, behind Japan and the US. You realize that? Only 3.6% is Europe. This is so much at the beginning. Despite having a head start over countries like South Korea and Japan, many European countries have struggled to see exponential growth in local crypto markets, primarily due to the lack of fiat on-ramps throughout the past several years. Over time, as major crypto companies, including Binance, strengthen the infrastructure surrounding the asset class and offer more fiat on-ramps, and who's blowing me up? Dr. Lewis. Call him back. He always calls me when I'm doing a live. I only do this twice a day. The cryptocurrency market cap is still at infancy. To grow an emerging asset class, it is important to establish a wide range of options and investment vehicles to grow its liquidity and ease of access. The crypto industry is still in its early stages, and most of the world's money is still in fiat. Building fiat gateways is what we need now to grow the ecosystem, increase adoption, and introduce crypto to more users. All right, and final one up. I actually pulled this up 2 days ago and I forgot to cover it. Believe us, it is coming. Why the blockchain bull market will be back. Of course it'll be back. It's a matter of when will it be back. We're now entering our longest ever bearish period in crypto. Oh, this link is too long. So it's not going to allow me to, yes, more than 207 characters. Well, let me tell you where you can go to get this link. NASDAQ.com. So this is a NASDAQ link. Good afternoon, Anissa. Believe us, it is coming. So who are you going to believe? Broke cousin Pookie or NASDAQ? Trevon James or NASDAQ? Just over 18 years ago, the internet died. You may think that I've gotten my history wrong, have forgotten I'm writing for a website, and don't know that 52% of the world's population is wrong. But for the less informed observers of the day, the dot-com crash of 2000 really did seem like the end of the web. Oh, pay attention to this. I'm going to like this article. This is talking my language here. Tech folks hardly had a chance to recover from the Y2K scare before something far more frightening happened. Bubbles popped, stocks dropped, and companies closed. What do the lessons of 2000 mean for us today? I won't claim that 2018's last few months have made anyone in the blockchain industry happy. There are too many shuttered companies and too many empty bank accounts to celebrate. But from my perspective as an executive in the blockchain industry, it's clear that blockchain today stands where the internet was in mid-2000. It's down, but not out, and it's poised to come roaring back. Cryptocurrencies are currently doing better than they were a month ago, but we shouldn't assume a quick return to crypto's former heights. The mining difficulty for Bitcoin recently dropped 9.5%, and most coins are seeing only modest gains. We cannot expect January 2019 to suddenly become the next December 2017. And frankly, a sudden return to that market cap would likely be counterproductive for the industry. I agree. The technology should speak for itself. Too often it's been subordinate to speculative frenzy. In the coming months, we need to focus on expanding our user bases, improving our protocols, scaling our networks, and fine-tuning our ideas. Well, that's what was happening in all of 2018. There are already signs of a coming crypto spring, but its arrival will be gradual. And when the market does heat up again, we must remember that challenges remain. After all, what sort of spring goes by without a little rain? That is true. See, most people don't understand that. Good morning, Gina, Lindell, and Patricia Davis. You got to understand, storms come. You can't control that. No matter how hard you're working, you may be doing everything right, but things still happen. And it's not what happens to you that's important. It's how you respond to it. Do you allow it to knock you down and kick you to the curb? There's one saying I say to my sons when I take them to school. When they get out the car, I always tell them, stomp the curb. Stomp the curb. And it was a lesson because my 11-year-old I saw him trip on the curb several times. One, because he was goofing off with his friends. Another time he was trying to look at a girl and tripped. And another time he just fell off the freaking curb because he was not paying attention. And I saw a lesson there. And I told him, listen, in life, you're going to have obstacles that come to you. You can't go through life without the obstacles. But what you can do is conquer those obstacles. Stomp on that curb. Don't fall off of it. Don't trip on it. Stomp it. Take ownership of it. When things like this happen to you in life, when the storms come, when the rain comes, when things aren't going your way, I can always tell the measure of a man during these times. I can always tell who's really ride or die during these times. Because none of the people who said they were ride and die during the good times will be there during these times. But they'll come back when the storms clear. That always happens. I just never forget those that never left. Those are the ones I rock with. But in your own personal life, these storms will happen. And why in the world did I go off on this tangent? I don't know. Something told me that I had to say that. Somebody needed to hear that. So let's keep going. So yeah, the spring does not goes by without a little rain. Now that the prospect of getting rich quick has receded into the distance, blockchain is once again the domain of true believers. While some of the holders who stayed in the market may keep an eye on their bank account balance, the majority insist that blockchain will change the world and that the technology's best, brightest, and busiest days remain in the future. That's absolutely correct. I number myself in this crowd, and that's why I'm so enthusiastic about the opportunities the market correction offers. By the time we emerge from this slump, I expect the crypto and blockchain ecosystems to be far more complex, resilient, and accessible than they are today. I agree with that as well. What lessons should blockchain pioneers take from the past year? First, that speculation and theorizing, while necessary, are not sufficient. A white paper and a website is not enough for survival. That's just like in the 90s. All you needed to do was have a little bit of programming skills to build a website, because most people didn't know how to build a freaking website in 1993 and 94. Build a website and have an idea, and you could sell it for $100 million to a Fortune 500 company. That is all you needed back then. And that was AOL days, dial-up days. Today, that same efficient was really in 2017. All you needed to do was be able to create a cool looking website, put some celebrities on it, some hot looking people on it, copy somebody else's white paper, and then create an ICO and raise millions. And then do an exit scam. That's all you needed to do. Does that mean the industry is dead? No, it's progression. Second, blockchain firms need to learn fiscal responsibility. Too many businesses lost value because their investment portfolios were insufficiently diverse. Oh, I like that concept. They were insufficiently diverse, trying to do too much at one time. Just focus. That's why I always talk about, what's my rule number 4? Where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What are you focused on? I saw somebody made a post by Mark Cuban that talked about the difference between passion and effort. And that it's a misnomer to say, just be passionate about something and that'll take care of everything. No. See, I'm passionate about the crypto industry. I'm focused on the education. Do you see the difference? I'm passionate about the upcoming cell phone wars that's coming up. I'm focused on eliminating people's phone bill. You see the difference? Anyways, finally, we need to ensure that blockchain technology is accessible to average users. How many potential users have fled because they couldn't manage a wallet, understand seed phrases, private keys, or transfer information? General adoption will not arrive before ease of use. Making blockchain easier will be hard work, but it's vital if we hope to hear the bulls clopping down Wall Street again. You know, 5 years from now or 10 years from now, you're going to go back and tell your kids, yeah, I remember Bitcoin. I had to open up a wallet, and then I had to, you know, give them my ID. Then I had to buy the Bitcoin, and there was a limit on how much I could buy. It took like 9 days before I got it. Then I had to move it from there onto an exchange. Then I had to keep my wallet keys. All those steps that we do right now is going to be seen as archaic in a couple of years. Just like, can you imagine trying to move Bitcoin around in 2010, 2011? Only the nerds knew how to do that stuff back then, mining for Bitcoin and stuff. Finally, and not every innovation requires a bull market to survive. That's true. Some new developments are best suited for the bears we're currently facing. Cryptocurrency lenders, for example, have reported growth even as markets have slumped. That reminds me, I need to look at my salt holdings. Because they charge appropriate fees to crypto investors who need fiat currency but don't want to sell their crypto, which they believe will rebound, these lenders are already profitable. As these companies grow and improve their infrastructure, they will make themselves into even more valuable tools for blockchain investors when the markets eventually recover. While some might argue that lenders are closer to traditional finance companies than they are to blockchain firms, the ETH lens of the world provides scaffolding upon which future blockchain firms can be built. Internet pioneers didn't quit in 2000. They continued to add new features, refine their products, and learn from their markets. As the investors fled and lights went out all over Silicon Valley, the earliest Google employees remained hard at work. They started selling ads that year. In 20 years' time, will the blockchain industry look back at 2019 the way the internet giants look at 2000? I certainly expect so, and I agree with that. I agree. This is exciting times to be alive. I'm going to put some of you guys in dream mode right now. Since I have brought up green and the coins, I'm going to put you in dream mode. So since this is a fact, and I'm not showing any back office, that's illegal to do. What I will do is we're going to play with some numbers here. How'd you guys like that? Let's play with some numbers. It's not an if, 8,000 coins per machine, right? If you were mining since July, based on these numbers, okay, I'm just going to give a rough estimate. And as a disclaimer, I am not speaking as a representative of Green. I am not speaking as one of the top trainer leaders in KGX. I'm speaking as an investor having some fun, playing with some numbers because I bought machines. So one machine at $8,000, let's just say the average, every month is 30 days in a month, right? 8,000 coins times 30. That's 240,000 coins a month, right? Times 6 months. That's 1.4 million coins. That's important. And that's one of the, I forgot to mention this yesterday in the KGX community, that one goal is if you are mining, you have a goal to get to 1 million coins and never sell more than never go below that. If you sell any coins, always keep at least 1 million coins on hand. I'm going to tell you why in a moment, but let's just say this: in 6 months, you got 1.4 million coins. We don't know the value of the coin just yet, but I want to speculate, and I'm making sure I say that publicly. I am speculating here. So at 2 cents, that's $28,800. One machine costs $3,750. 6 months later, $28,800. So you accomplish rule number 3. Make your money back as fast as possible. But let's not just stop there. What if that coin, and this is a what if, goes to 10 cents and you didn't sell any yet? $144,000. That's one machine. But wait, let's not stop there. What if it does what Ripple did? Ripple got all the way to $3.20 something cents. Let's go half that. Let's say it gets to $1.50 per coin. There's no guarantee it will. I am just in dream mode right now. That's $2.1 million. So when you see people or hear people saying one machine could potentially change a family's life, this is what we're talking about here. Let's in more dream mode, let's just say you had 5 machines. So in 6 months, multiply that times 5, 7.2 million coins at a 2-cent valuation. That's 144,000. Okay, you with me there? At a 10-cent valuation, I already know that's 720,000. But let's go with, if one day, just one day, what if it hits 1.5 million? I'm sorry, 1.5 cents. I'm sorry, $1.50. Come on, Brandon, get it right. $10.8 freaking million worth. This is not get rich quick. This may not happen until 2020, 2021. What if it happened in 2025? Next thing you know, you've got $10 million worth 7 years from now from you investing in 5 rigs. This is not a guarantee. I am just putting in dream mode. I'm just playing around here. So now that you actually see some numbers, you know what I would be doing? Either buying more machines myself or selling machines right now. This is what people have been waiting for. It's game time. Now, people asked me yesterday, they wanted me to show them this again because they were flipping out. Like I told you, my passion and focus is also, I love technology and the cell phone stuff. Let me show you something here. Go5mobile.com. Oh, come on. It should be, well, there we go. All right, go5mobile.com. I am actually creating a business, brick and mortar business. That's a side project I have. Now, one thing that I like about, and today, for example, I forgot that there's 31 days in this month. Today is actually the last month if you want to get your cell phone bill for free for the next 5 years with one payment of $300. $300 one time. But people wanted to play with this. And sometimes visualization is everything. I'm going to do this again just to show you an example because people, oh, it's too good to be true. Okay, keep paying a bill. My bill's like $343 a month with 4 lines. That's $19,380 savings in 5 years. Do I have your attention now? $19,380. Now I have the phone. I've had it for 2 months now. So I know how it works. Before I opened my mouth about it at all, I had to use it. So if you guys want to know how much you would save, go ahead and type it in the chat box and we'll play with numbers for you. But I saw this as well that got me excited. This is brand new. I told you the cell phone wars are coming. Samsung, the Galaxy S10 is going to have a blockchain wallet. The new Finny is blockchain-based phone. The HTC One's blockchain phone. Pundi X is coming out with a phone. I saw that Carrot Bars is coming out with a phone. This is going to be the 1990s war again and the 2010 cell phone war all over again. About to happen. But look at this. Some new phones. Unlocked GSM devices coming spring 2019. The Demora Mobile. Brand new phones. This is all going to be crypto stuff. Technology. It's here. It's here. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited about this. So anyways, none of you guys typed anything, so you don't want to know what you say. That's all good. And tonight is Thursday, which means it's Money Thursday. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. See what the market's been doing. I will be having our KGX presentation. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on kgxglobal.info. Tonight, KGX presentation. We'll keep it short, 15, 20 minutes. So I should put that in if people don't. HTTP, kgxglobal.info. You want to learn about the education and the green machines? 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. Anybody that today's the last day to get those SIM cards for $300, you can just go to go5mobile.com. All right, that is it for today. I've got a lot of work to do. So you guys have a great day. Those of you in the Midwest, stay warm, stay inside, stay safe. I guess in good news is that the crime wave's going to be down because ain't nobody going outside doing nothing stupid. Too freaking cold. So let's pray for those and check on your elders, check on your family, people that you haven't heard from in a while. Make sure they're doing okay. Have a great day, everybody. Bitcoin Brandon out. God bless. Bye-bye.